So now that we've created our files, I'm going to show you the file operations that we can perform. So when you have a file, a folder, I'm back on my main page where I have my computing folder. So I go to my files and I have my main computing folder. I'm going to show you some of the things that we can do with this folder. The easiest way to see the actions that we can perform is by right clicking. Just like you would in Windows, you right click, you can share. Now, when you share something, you're going to be asked to type in the email address of the person you want to share it with. You can share it with anyone you want within your organization, or you can copy the link and email it. But the easiest way is simply to type the person's name in that field there, and you can type a short message, click send, and they'll get an email with this folder. The next thing that we have on the list is copy link. This does exactly the same thing as share. You simply get a link that you can copy and send it to someone in an email, a text message, whichever way you choose. Right click again, manage access. If you shared it with someone and you want to either remove their access or maybe add more people, this is a really good way to do it. This is a good way to give some people write access and some people read access. Write access is where you allow them to edit stuff. So you allow them to create files, create documents, edit documents, or read access, you allow them to view, and in some cases, they can download the file as well, the file or the folder. The next option we have is delete. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. It gets rid of the file. It sends it to recycle bin, where I think it sits there for 30 days or 90 days. Don't remember which one it is. I mentioned this feature earlier where we could favorite a file or folder. That's how you do it. You click on favorite and it adds it to your favorites list, which means that you don't have to keep scrolling and going through folders. So imagine I had computing, economics, GCSE maths, GCSE. I had dozens and dozens of folders, but the main one for me is going to always be computing. And I don't want to have to come in and scroll through everything. I can right click on this, do favorite, and if I had 100 folders here, I can always go to favorites and see the one that I favorited and jump straight into it. After that, we have download, which downloads that folder or that file to the PC. We have a rename, which renames it. So if I click on this, I can call this computing 2023 to 2024. I can rename it to whatever I want. If I right click again, I can move this folder. So if I had another folder that was computing 2022 to 2023, I could move it there if I needed to. I can copy it as well. So I can make an exact copy of this file or this folder wherever I want. Folder color, I can simply change the color of the folder. It's nothing great. And lastly, we have details. Now, details is going to give you details or properties of the file or folder. Similar to when you're on Windows and you right click and go to properties, it tells you who created it, when it was created, who it's shared with, if someone deleted it, who has access, who doesn't have access. It just gives you all that information in one place. File options and folder options are very, very similar, but there is one thing file option has, well, one of the things that it has that folder options doesn't have is called version history. So let's just say you've been working on this document for a whole month, a whole 2 months, a year, and you realize you've deleted some stuff that you actually really, really need. What you can do, you can right click on the file, you go to version history, and what it will do, it will show you every single change that you've made to that file, the date and time. And when you click on it, it's going to show you where the change was, and it's going to allow you to go back to that original version. This is a way that we can ensure that we don't delete things that we want to keep. Even if you do, you can always go back and retrieve what you've deleted.